This list is designed for people that like fun. You like fun, don't you? Of course you do. And what goes hand in hand with fun and parties? Drinks. Shots. These games are going to try to be quick, fun, and very easy to learn, as they're easy to get out at parties, but also quite small and compact, so you're not taking up a ton of table space. With those rules in mind, drop any you think I miss in the comments below, but let's get it started with number 10, Codenames. Now, you've got a ton of options with this one. That is the Marvel variant, there's Disney, and all other sorts. There's pictures, there's choices. So that choice is going to come down to you, but the game itself, I think there might even be a Simpsons one. If there is, obviously get that. But in the game, you'll try and give clues to your team to lead them to choose the correct options. But be careful, there is a hidden assassin, and if you choose that option, you automatically lose the game. There is a chance they relate words that they're not thinking of that you think of, meaning you give your opponents points instead of your team. It creates a fun environment of sneaky clues, cheers as you choose the wrong option, and just good old-fashioned fun. In at number 9, I've gone for technically 3 options. I've gone for Scrawl, Telestrations, or Monstrosity. So yeah, it is 3 options at once, which is kind of cheating, but if you can get Monstrosity, get that. It's the best of these games and the most fun, with a little theme to go to it. If not, Scrawl and Telestrations are a ton of fun, both very similar games, but are always a laugh. To sum them up, you're going to draw things from prompts. Friends will laugh at you, but don't worry, you'll get a chance to laugh at their drawings soon enough. It's silly fun, it creates great gaming moments, which is what you really want at a party. It pretty much covers all the bases. Number 8, I've gone for Skull. When you're talking about party games, look no further than Skull. It was literally created using pub beer mats. You have mainly flowers and 1 skull in your hand. Everyone takes turn placing either the skull or flower secretly in front of them. At some point, somebody is going to call, I can flip 4, for example. People can then raise them, and eventually it's going to get to where nobody else wants to raise, and somebody has to flip that many mats without showing a skull. However, they have to start with their own, so if they've been bluffing and somebody calls them out on it, they've raised higher than everyone else, they're in some serious trouble. It's this fun social deduction game which has created so many moments of screaming, celebrations, as somebody attempts to flip 8, only to be undone by the final mat. It's fun, it's silly, and actually slightly tactical, which I think is only going to get enhanced after a few drinks. Number 7, I've gone Cockroach Poker. People love poker, right? People also love cockroach... Okay, well you can't have it all. In Cockroach Poker you have a hand of different animals, insects, it's a whole host of things. Your aim is to try and get rid of them and get them in front of other people. If at any point someone has no cards in their hand, or ends up with 4 of a kind in front of them, they lose and everybody else wins. What's better than winning alone? Winning with all your friends. Except Daniel. Daniel sucks. It makes for a ton of laughs as you try and bluff and hand off cards, your friends calling you rats, you cry, and it goes on and on. It's good times. Now, at number 6, I've gone for Cash and Guns. What's better than having drinks and laughs with your friends? That's correct, aiming foam guns at one another and screaming demands. Get on the floor, Tony, or I'll make orphans of your kids. In Cash and Guns, you're a gang of bank robbers in which you'll turn on each other and try and steal more loot than everybody else. You can stop others by faking shots with blanks or outright shooting them. I shouldn't need to explain why this one is going to be so much fun at parties. Number 5, I've gone for Sounds Fishy. Sounds Fishy is a game of improv and ridiculous answers to try and catch out the player guessing. Putting people on the spot after a few drinks can lead to some silly answers, but some of the questions have silly answers themselves, so I think it plays into the party aspect. It makes the person guessing the correct answers job much more difficult, of course, but for everyone else, it's a ton of fun. I will say I do find it hard to remember who scores what in this game, so maybe just don't keep track at all. It's not my party, do what you want, because obviously I wasn't invited. Number 4, we've gone for Herd Mentality. Now this one was actually included as a small promo inside of Sounds Fishy for me. If Big Potato Games know one thing, it's marketing, and luckily for us, the other thing they know is fun. The undisputed kings of party games bring us Herd Mentality. In this game, you'll get questions like how many Big Macs could be eaten in 20 minutes. You want to get the same answer as the other players. If by chance nobody puts your answer, you'll get the pig of shame. Meaning, even if you have the most points, you cannot win until this pig is passed on to another player. It creates funny moments as you try and guess what others are thinking. Surely they think Captain America is the best Avenger. That's America's ass. Number 3, I've gone for Muffin Time. Created by Tomska, the British filmmaker, YouTuber, whatever you want to call him. Muffin Time is again the perfect party game. Surprisingly being number 3 on a list of party games. There are cards that will catch you off guard. Pick up a card to pass to your friend. Oops, it was actually a trap and you've now lost cards. Wore glasses to aid your sight to be able to actually see the cards. Oops, that's another 2 cards you lose. It's silly things like this that come up and will no doubt lead to laughs around the table as everyone plays these tiny mini games within the game, built in trying to catch everybody out. It's a game with plenty of surprises to keep everyone laughing and one that probably won't take too much time and has a ton of replayability. Also, like most games on this list, it's pretty cheap. In at number 2, I've gone for one of my personal favourites at the moment, Wits and Wagers. I know what you're thinking, a trivia game after a few strawberry daiquiris. I can't think of the best of the times, what am I thinking? Well, Wits and Wager is technically a trivia game, but you earn far more points by betting on the correct answers. Meaning, sure, you have no idea, but if one of your friends feels confident, why not piggyback off theirs? Rules are really simple, pick the answer which is closest without going over, earn points depending if you're correct and what you voted on. That's it. Quick, cheap and fun. Everything this list aims to be. Also, everything I aim to be after a few daiquiris, am I right? Coming in at number 1 though, it had to be Wavelength. This is one of my favourite filler games. It's similar to Codenames in a way, but has a cool wheel and a little more gameplay to it. Again, your friends are going to be trying to give you a hint to select a certain position on a wheel, but in this one, there's going to be some arguments afterwards. And what are arguments if not fun? Let's take a prompt for example. Bad pizza toppings to the left, good pizza toppings to the right. And I say sausage. You better believe that's wholly to the right. What are you talking about? It's the best topping. I don't care if you disagree. I will die by this. But that's my list. Let me know in the comments below any you think I missed. Obviously, these are my suggestions, but you guys are going to have played some I haven't played, so drop them in the comments to make this more helpful to anyone clicking on this looking for party games. If you want to see any lists or any videos in particular, any reviews, unboxings, drop it in the comments below. That's all I've got for this video though, so I will catch you in the next one.